From Detroit, Michigan, we're looking live at Ford Field. Today we've got a battle here in the NFC North. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions.
It's time. Please welcome Dan Campbell and your defending NFC North champion, Detroit Lions.
Will Reichert has it all teed up. And we're off and running from Ford Field. Fielded at the 7. Making some progress here. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
The legend of this guy just grows year by year in the Motor City. The best individual season of his career, leading these Lions to a franchise record 15 wins. Now they just got to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl.
And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Lions the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll send their tight end right. 2nd and 8. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Goff to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Complete to Sloan. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's good. We're on Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Right, reels it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Goff. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one doesn't go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. They're going to throw again. Goff. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jeff Okuda with the INT. And the Vikings, they're off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession.
The coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year, the 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do your guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere.
And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Normally, when we say somebody's on skates, we're talking about that offensive lineman, right? Driven right back to the quarterback. But I think it's applicable for the entire offense to be on skates. 2 plays, 2 negative plays. Got to find something positive here on third down.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down. Oh, and flipping through, Brock, that certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script. But if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on fourth. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. So the Lions headed out for their second drive of the game. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving him backwards to the 9.
Just an outstanding play by that safety. But I'll say this, Kate, that offensive coordinator, take note. Those safeties are flying downhill. To create a negative play on a toss, I can assure you a reverse, a trick play, something over their heads coming eventually.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Through the 40. And he gets this down to the 38. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
That's good for a Lions. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I don't know where your mind goes, Kate, on these edge runs that take off like that, but all I can think is the Olympics and 200 meters. Those guys that are flying around the edge, coming down the home stretch, you get a jet sweep like that in a big boost run, that dude's off to the races.
On first down, it's gone. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds after looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Able to find Wright. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Goff now on third down. That's caught for the first. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Lions the first.
And the Lions first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
And they've got themselves another first and 10.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
10 more yards.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal. They'll run here. It's Montgomery. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Lions go 6-0 here in the first. David Montgomery with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Vikings nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Slot man motioned over. First play in the drive. Here's Mason. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. That's a man, Justin Jefferson. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
First down, Minnesota.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Here's McCarthy, first and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it.
Second and 10.
They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, second down coming up.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, Mason. He breaks the tackle. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A gain of 12. And the Vikings first down.
They have themselves another first and 10. Working inside the red zone. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And they're going to have first and goal when we begin our second quarter. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. It's Vikings ball as we return for the second, and they've got to be thinking points here. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Oh, he's in trouble here. He'll go down. The Lions got him. It's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
It's second down.
A first and goal pass. Yeah, it can be an active surprise at times, but let's give some credit to this defense and the coverage in particular. They stayed focused and locked in on those routes, giving that rush plenty of time to get home, and now make second and goal much, much more difficult.
After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5. Mason will try this one up the gut. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
By Jack Campbell.
That result right there probably takes the run out of the picture on third and goal. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe this offense is looking at this at 4-down territory. This is where the fascinating mind games go.
Buckle up. It's third and goal. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on fourth down. Will Reichert headed out. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Reichert connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Here's Goff on first and 10. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Gibbs now from the gun. He finds him 6 yards on that first down run.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3 at the 41-yard line.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down into enemy territory now at the 46. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, gone. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Off out of the gun on 3rd. It's on target to Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. It's Montgomery on the counter. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Off to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. Running for it. Here's Gibbs. And he can't get the push they needed. They hold him at the line and send him packing after a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
The Vikings offense back to the field now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead. Here's Mason. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. On the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, he's in trouble here. He'll go down. The Lions got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Now McCarthy. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. Fields this at the 42. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Intended for Sam.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Hits him on the out route. And this one only manages the yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Goff to the air now. That's complete to Sloan. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Lions with a chance to add to their lead. 1st down throw from Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives the Lions the 1st. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
He brings it in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Montgomery scores. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. David Montgomery with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions drive their lead to 11.
Vikings 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Vikings now set to take the field. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. First and 10. It's McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Now he takes it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Take it off with it again. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's McCarthy to throw. It's his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10 now from the 30. McCarthy throwing here. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that first down, but better to avoid the hit. Smart play there. That's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most.
At the Lions' 21-yard line.
So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. 3rd quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Juke the defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out come the Vikings for the debut possession of our 2nd half. And they find themselves trailing by 11 as they take over down 14-3. On 1st down, it's Mason. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught in stride by Addison. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. McCarthy looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the 2nd half. Trailing, got to play with a sense of urgency. Got to protect your quarterback. And they didn't either.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37. The offense headed out now for Detroit. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Kate, I think we're seeing the exact same thing. That look of exasperation on the coach's face. You can't afford to take a loss like that, especially on calls that normally work.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Goff setting to throw. Screen here for Gibbs. Takes out a one-stop. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing is gone. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Lions first down.
Move the chains!
First and 10.
Gotta move them chains!
46-yard line.
Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Goff on 1st and 10. Big strike here to Williams. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Goff off the play action. Has the connection to right. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Big gap up the middle. And finally he's down at the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
That's good for a Lions.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. The Bats got it. And in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions push their lead further to start the half. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions push their lead to 18.
Lions 21, Vikings 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Spins out of one stop. This makes it up to the 25. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Across his body, defender's there. It's intercepted. Avonte Maddox comes up with it. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. I think it's safe to say, Brock, this defense isn't just trying to defend a lead. They are trying to eliminate all doubts. And to that end, a big play to take that interception back for 6.
I think it's very easy for fans to see when an offense goes dormant and conservative and plays it safe. The defenses fight the same challenge, Cade, and kudos to that defensive coordinator. Don't be reckless, but this defense has earned the right to be aggressive.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions grow their lead yet again.
28, Vikings 3.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Returning it from the 4. Good work so far. He's got room. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. Now give it to Mason. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. From the 37. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. That pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. It's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one does not go far.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Room to work at the 35. And he's finally brought down up at the 48. They get 27 on the play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that 2nd level.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the 48. Quick slant, that's Williams. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a gain of 3.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Goff now on 3rd down. It's on target to Williams. He goes out a little short of the 40. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to throw. Goff. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's another Lions. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Gone. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions continue piling on to this lead. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Mason gets it from the gun. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the 28. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That one gains 7. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
A gain of 7.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Into traffic, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
From the gun, Mason. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. And they'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nothing.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. McCarthy throwing here. Hits him on the in route. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
They'll run for this, and he won't fight through. Needed 1 yard forward, send him 1 yard backwards. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
The Lions getting ready to return to the field. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. He's down on the ground with Gibbs. Oh, he lost the football. It's picked out by the Vikings, going the other way. They won't get much on that return, Brock. Actually might have lost a little ground, but they do gain possession of the football.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Vikings offense back to the field now. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Mason will try this one up the gut. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting a run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Now McCarthy. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
An 8-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
First down, ball at the 36. They give to Mason. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the...
It's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Dump off caught by his back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here's McCarthy to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's completed right side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
There's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Here's 2nd and 5. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Desperation time here on 4th. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. This is Mason. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. This throw is caught. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Vikings making the scoreboard look a touch better. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings will trail by 25.
Vikings 10. Will Reichert.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. He jukes one defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Drive begins with Gibbs. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down, ball at the 36. Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another one for Gibbs. Now he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. From the gun, Goff finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.